Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Are you one of those people that love Riro, especially to eat rice or yam? Yeah, I want to just share this simple recipe of how I make my Riro to eat white rice. I love it so much and it's so simple. So join me. To cook this delicious Riro, these are the things you will need. You need some spinach, palm oil, grounded pepper, which consists of tatashe and habanero pepper, and some onions. I have some fried fish. Yeah, I love fried fish. And I have some onions. I'm using one medium-sized onion, red onion to be precise. I have some grounded Riro, which is locust bean. You can use the whole one if you don't have the grounded one, but I have the grounded one. That is all. So to start with, I'm going to put some palm oil on the stove. Look at what I'm doing. You don't have to allow it to bleach. Yeah, just a little bit, depending on how you want it and depending on the quantity of the soup you want to make. So I'm just putting a little bit. Then I'm going to be putting some onion inside the palm oil, just to allow it to cook a little bit. Don't allow it to overcook. Just a little bit. Yeah. Then afterwards, you can add your seasoning, then add the blended Riro or the old Riro, which is the locust bean. If you have the real one without before grinding it, that is better. But I don't have the one that has not been grounded. Have the grounded one sent to me from Nigeria, so that's what I'm using, and I love it. It has a lot of flavor and very good. Yeah. So yeah, that is the Riro. I'm just gonna pour it there. That's locust bean. Someone was asking me, what is locust bean? Why did they get the locust bean? That's a very big question, but I'm going to do the research. I know the tree, I know everything, but I don't even know how to explain it. But it is a very delicious and healthy, condiment for our soup in Nigeria. So you put it, and they said it's very good for those who have hypertension. So before I go on with my banter about locust bean, then I just poured in some grounded bell pepper, which is tatashe, and habanero pepper. Yeah, depending on how you want. Some people don't want it as smooth as this. I wouldn't have preferred it to be as smooth as this, but I have this one already prepared. That's why I'm using it. But preferably you use the one that's not as smooth as this. Yeah, so you can even chop it so that you're gonna have those little chunks inside your soup. So I'm just gonna fry it a little bit for about 5 minutes, so that it's going to mix very well with the locust bean. Yeah, continue stirring because I'm cooking on high heat. I am cooking on very high heat right now, so that I want everything to be done first. And this food doesn't even take, it takes like 15 minutes and I'm done. Yeah, very fast. My rice is already cooking on the other pot. If you can see it, I'm already preparing the rice. So I just had the grounded crayfish. I didn't mention that I have crayfish. Crayfish is something that you don't want to miss in your Riro. It is a must. Yeah, crayfish is very, very important, except you are allergic to it, so it's a very good thing. So crayfish gives it a lot of flavor, and it brings out the taste very well. You can add every other thing. Some people put stockfish, but this is very good. This is good for me. So I'm just gonna stir it over and over until it is well cooked. Then I have some cooked meat here that I just pour in. I have some cooked goat's meat, but you can add any protein of your choice. But I have this inside the freezer, so I just put it out and put it inside. So you can put goat meat, you can add chicken, whatever you want. This is one of the most simplest soup you can ever make, and you can use it for anything. You can even use it to eat your swallow, but I prefer to use this method to take my rice, yam, and everything. So I just taste for seasoning. if you can see, I hardly use salt because most of these things contains a lot of salt, and I'm running away from salt, so I don't put salt in my meal. I just add the seasoning, that's the Knorr cube or Royco or wherever, or whichever one I'm using. So I don't hardly use salt except maybe to wash the rice on some other things. So at this point, I'm just gonna add some fruit. Look at the fried fish. Ooh, I love the fish. Yeah, this is fried mackerel fish. Yeah, just fry it and I'm just throwing it in. If you don't want to put it inside, you can just leave it and eat it just the way. But I just want it to mix very well with the stock and with the the orishi. Yeah, I want it to mix very well thoroughly with it. Then the last thing you're gonna add is the spinach. You can use the normal effort that we have in Nigeria, which is the green. We call it green. Yeah, very good, very nutritious. You can decide to use it without putting hot water. I just put a little bit of hot water just to get rid of excess green. Yeah, so I mix it. At this point, you don't want your vegetable to stay so long on the, so I'm just mixing it, and as soon as I'm done with the mixing, it is done. Yeah, just want to mix it thoroughly so everything is going to mix together. Then the last thing I'm going to do is that I left some of the onions that I used in the beginning. I left some of it, so that I'm just going to use it to garnish it, and to give it a lot of crunchy. It gives it a lot of aroma, it gives it a lot of taste too. Yeah, and it's making it look so good. So I'm just gonna throw it on it, and my eforiro is done, and my rice is almost done. I can't even wait to start it. This eforiro is very good, especially for rice and yam. Yeah, very, very good. Potatoes, anything. Yeah, you can also, just like I said, you can also use it to eat your swallow, but this method, I prefer it for rice, yam, potatoes, just those things that you just want to eat, and it's very fast, it's very quick, and it's very delicious and very nutritious. Just make sure you have good spinach and whatever you want to use, and you don't have to use so much condiments to make this soup. So with this, I'm going to leave you on this, and I hope you enjoy this with me. If you really want to enjoy it, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, and we're going to see you in my next one. Don't forget to share this post. Don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye.